Hey Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Konmentiert. Ja, wir haben unseren Daddy gefunden und sind jetzt auf dem Weg zu unserer Mutter. Es ist verwirrend, wir sind ein Dämon und es war ein sehr langes, verwirrendes Gespräch. Ich weiß nicht, was ich machen soll oder wen ich trauen soll. Und mir geht's absolut hundeelend. Wir haben leider auch keine Möglichkeit, in irgendeiner Weise uns zu heilen. Es wird kompliziert. Sehr kompliziert sogar. Aber wenn sie den Speer haben möchte, um Dämonen zu vernichten... Und wir sind auch ein Dämon, deswegen haben wir auch die Visionen. Und können jetzt auch Gedanken lesen. Das werde ich, glaube ich, bei der Frau Mama ausprobieren. Und Louis fühlt sich genauso wie ich gerade. Kompliziertes Ding. Sehr kompliziert. Ich konnte hier gerade irgendwas machen. Ah. Ich möchte mich gerne ein bisschen heilen. Wenn dies möglich ist.
Oh no! No, Mother!
Louis, it was an accident, I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice. She attacked me. I didn't want to hurt her.
What happened?
I was on the wharf. It was dark. She seemed to be preparing to depart. I moved closer. I wanted us to talk, but as soon as she saw me, she threatened me. I wanted her to explain to me in her own words what had happened to Emma. I had to know what happened, Louis. You understand that, don't you?
Ich weiß nicht, wie das funktioniert. Ich probiere das einfach mal.
Is it really for him that you left me, Emily? That's pathetic. Look, he still doesn't get it for crying out loud.
Emma? Oh, the bitch.
Haben wir die falsch erschossen? Wir haben die falsch erschossen. Soll ich sie töten?
Bitch.
What? Louis, what's wrong with you?
No, you are not Emily.
Ah, that. It took you long enough to figure it out, though. Oh, I felt sorry for you when I saw you couldn't even recognize her, Louis. What do you expect? It wasn't my fault. Was it perhaps that night we spent together after the conference that persuaded you that I was worth more than her?
What?
Oh, you still don't get it. The night of the conference? It wasn't poor Emily who paid you a little visit in your room. Oh, she was much too busy with Monsieur Bonaparte.
No, that's not true.
It was me, of course. I assure you, you got something a whole lot better. And when I think she wasn't even armed when I arrived. Right. Take a moment to think and meet me at the manor later.
You're crazy.
Now, Louis, don't push it. I understand your grief, but I won't put up with that sort of talk from you or anybody. If he says one more word, I won't be around to satisfy any of his desires.
Ich weiß nicht, was ich mit ihm machen soll. was ich mit ihr machen soll. Ich will sie eigentlich töten, aber ich weiß nicht, wie das im weiteren Verhältnissen her ist. Sie hat unsere Mutter getötet. Soll ich das einfach mal machen? Einfach mal auf Risiko gehen? Das mache ich in Spielen so gut wie nie. Aber wie soll ich sie denn töten? Ich glaube, ich bekomme dann eins über einen Schädel gezogen.
But you've lost your mind.
That's enough. That's not how you talk to a lady.
She's stark raving mad. Die, you bitch!
Ich wollte es einfach mal mobben. Ich mache sonst nie sowas. Oh, was haben wir? Oh, nö. Ich wollte es erfahren. Ich glaube, bei diesem Let's Play geht bei mir wirklich alles so dermaßen in die Hose. Verdammt. Dafür haben wir die Gute jetzt eine Runde um die Ecke gebracht. Ich mache mal die Manipulation. Und die Wissenschaft. Ich kann nichts mehr lesen. Oder kann ich hier irgendwas nochmal... Nee.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies.
Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Jetzt geht's los. Ist das ein Segen oder ein Fluch? Menschen zu manipulieren, ich sehe das jetzt nicht gerade als Fluch, weil man die Kräfte einsetzen kann, wann man möchte. Würden wir jetzt permanent Gedanken lesen, das würde ich als Fluch dann sehen und wir hätten nicht die Wahl, ob wir diese Fähigkeiten aktivieren können oder nicht. Ich würde es dann...
No. No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Hold yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Oh, ich hätte so gerne das von unserer Mutter gehört.
Inferno by Dante.
Oh,
Abandon hope,
Mann.
all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Und verdammt, haben wir jetzt die Falsche erschossen? Hätte meine Mutter noch am Leben sein können, wenn wir die richtige Zwillingsschwester in Episode 2 oder 3 erschossen hätten? Ich weiß es nicht. Das ist so verwirrend, Leute. Das ist alles so verwirrend. Wie lade ich meine Gedankenlese-Dinger wieder auf? Auch eine Pause.
Sir Gregory?
Onkel?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Gedanken lesen tun wir bei ihm nicht.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Überzeugung können wir vergessen.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Also kann ich auch eine Frau sein hier in diesem Spiel. Also kann Louis eine Frau sein. Kann sich auch Luisa nennen.
Well, tell me then. Are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Ich hätte gerne die Geschichte von unserer angeblichen Mutter erfahren.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Was? Demokratie finde ich schon gut.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, And one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Und deswegen sieht die alle so alt aus.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression, if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Das Spiel ist verwirrend. Bin ich eigentlich in Gefahr?
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
So kompliziert. Oh, Gottes Willen. Leute, das ist ein Spiel. Ich hätte jetzt nicht gedacht, dass es diese Wendung nimmt. Und ich hätte gerne noch die Geschichte von unserer Mutter erfahren. Wer ist da?
We have to talk.
I was just wondering.
Oh, what's she smiling for?
Right. I shall begin. It's going to be an awful lot for you to take in on just one day, but I must tell you that I'm a demon too.
Excuse me?
I know that you are too. Gregory told me everything during my convalescence. And that isn't all. I'm also Mortimer's daughter. You understand what that means, I hope. That's right. I am a demon too. And I am your sister. And we also slept together. But don't be too hard on yourself. It's a bit unnatural when you think about it, but then you couldn't know. This way at least, everything stays in the family. It's for the best. It mustn't prevent us from living out our affair in the open, however.
Our affair? Have you lost your mind?
I'm far too soft on you. I'll let you have everything, of course. So don't be nasty, if you don't mind.
Wer ist das? Jetzt geht's los. Ist es jetzt Emily oder Emma? Aber dann war da unsere Zwillingsschwester doch. Da war die andere die andere auch unsere. Ich beruhige sie mal.
She's not all there. It's plain to see.
Yes, true, it's been a long day.
Yes. You ought to get some rest. You can sleep there. You know that, right? Although, thinking about it, best remain discreet for the time being. We shall go see Father later and tell him everything. Of course, he'll be disappointed because he bet it would be Emily, I think.
Whoa. She is completely mad.
But I think he will be proud of me when all is said and done.
She's talking to herself. She can't even see me.
He loves me. Oh, he loves me not. Yes, we'll have to tell Father all about this. But I don't want to live on this island. It's too cold.
There's no point in insisting anymore.
I'm going, Emma.
Yes, I'll
Doch, es ist immer.
see you later. La 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 Louie. La la la.
Ach du Heilig. Ist das kompliziert? Ist das verwirrend? Und was war denn Emily? Achso, er dachte, Emily wäre ein Dämon gewesen, aber es ist dann die Emma geworden. Und die Emma hat einen Sockenschuss. Ja, yippie, aber ihr Lieben, ich würde sagen, bevor wir zum Hauptthema gehen, werde ich hier einen kleinen Cut machen. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen. Ich brauche eine kleine Pause von diesen ganzen verwirrenden Dingen. Ja, und zur nächsten Folge. Ciao, ciao.